When I was a boy, I lived with my grandfather and my little sister, Emily. Our house was small, but it was ours. Grandfather took care of us. He cooked, told us stories at night, and loved us very much. I always felt safe with him. Every morning, Emily and I went to school. Grandfather woke us up early, made breakfast, and sat with us at the table. Eat well, grow strong, he said, always smiling. After breakfast, we walked to school. Grandfather waved from the door, watching us until we were far away. After school, we played in the park. Sometimes we ran, sometimes we sat under a tree, talking about our dreams. Emily wanted to be a doctor. I wanted to be a pilot. We laughed and made big plans. When the sun went down, we went home. Grandfather waited for us. He made warm food. We ate and talked. Life was simple. Life was good. But one day, everything changed. I woke up early. The house was quiet. Too quiet. I went to the kitchen. The stove was cold. There was no breakfast. My heart felt strange. I walked to grandfather's room. The door was open. He was lying in bed, awake but motionless. Grandfather, I called softly. He opened his eyes slowly and tried to smile. I am okay, he said, but I knew he wasn't. His face was pale, his hands weak. Emily came in, her eyes wide. She held my hand. What's wrong? She asked. I didn't know what to say. Grandfather was old. He was sick. He needed help, but we had no one. It was just us. I ran to the neighbor's house. Please help, I said. She saw my face, understood, and followed me home. He needs a doctor, she said, her voice serious, and called an ambulance. The doctors arrived quickly, put grandfather on a stretcher, and took him to the hospital. Emily and I watched. The house felt empty, too quiet. At the hospital, Emily and I sat in the waiting room. Chairs were hard, lights were bright, people passed by, some tired, some worried. Finally, a doctor came. Your grandfather is very weak. He needs rest, he said kindly. Can we see him? I asked. Yes, but only for a short time, the doctor said. He led us down a long hallway. The air smelled of medicine. We reached a room. Grandfather lay in bed, a tube in his arm. His eyes were closed. My chest tightened. Emily ran to him. Grandfather, she whispered. He opened his eyes slowly. My little ones, he murmured. I sat beside him. You scared us, I said. He laughed faintly but coughed. I'm okay, just tired. You must be brave. Take care of each other. A nurse entered. He needs rest, she said. Emily hugged grandfather. I held his hand for a moment, then we left. The walk home was quiet. The sky was dark, the streets empty. What will we do? Emily asked. I squeezed her hand. I didn't know the answer, but I knew one thing. Life was about to change. The house felt different without grandfather. It was quiet, but not in a good way. Emily rested her head on the table. When will he come back? She asked. Soon, I said, though I wasn't sure. The next morning, I tried to make breakfast. The eggs burned. The bread was hard. Emily took a small bite. It's not like grandfather's, she said. I knew she was right. Nothing felt the same. After school, I walked through the streets, looking for work. People were busy. I asked at shops and restaurants. Most shook their heads. Then I found a small grocery store. The owner sighed. I can't pay much, but you can help me clean. I'll do it, I said. That night, I came home tired but proud. Emily looked at the few coins in my hand. Can we buy food? She asked. Yes, I said. We bought bread, milk, fruit, cheese. It felt good to use my own money. The next morning, I made breakfast. Emily ate everything. It's better than before, she said with a grin. I laughed. I'm learning. We walked to school together. I felt different. I had a job now. I wasn't just a boy. I could help. Days passed. I worked after school. I cleaned floors, carried boxes, arranged vegetables and fruits. My arms hurt, but I kept going. The woman at the store said, "You are responsible. Keep working hard, and I'll give you more tasks." I nodded eagerly. Emily and I bought what we needed with the coins I earned. Evenings were quiet, but no longer empty. Life was different, but we were learning. We were growing stronger. I visited grandfather whenever I could. He was weak, but always smiled when he saw us. Are you eating well? He asked. I nodded, though it was a lie. One afternoon, Emily sat on the sofa, hugging her knees. I don't like this, she said. I want grandfather back. Me too, I said. But we have to be patient. Days later, we received good news. Grandfather was getting better. Soon, he could come home. Emily and I were overjoyed. When he returned, he smiled proudly. "You have grown up," he said. "I am proud of you." For the first time in a long while, I felt ready. I had learned to take care of Emily. I had learned to face life. That night, I sat by the window. The sky was dark, stars were bright. I thought of Grandfather. I missed him, but I knew tomorrow was a new day, a new chance. And I was ready.